Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. You're watching In Deep on the Delta. Today I'm out at Giusti's restaurant out here on the McCollum River. I'm with the owner, Mark Marias, and we're going to talk about one of the oldest establishments on the Delta. We're right here on the McCollum. First of all, Mark, let's talk about where you can access from. We talked about coming in maybe from Terminus if you're coming from the south, New Hope Landing, Coquette.
Yeah, you can access or put your boat in about a mile away at Wimpy's or New Hope Landing. They're right next to each other, so whatever is convenient for you. Coquette Resort is on Sacramento, and then about 8-10 miles down below is Perry's, Tower Park,
Yeah,
B&W.
Right. So lots of access and open. What are your? Oh, let's also, you can access this by car also, right?
Yes. Yep.
Give your address out.
We are on Walnut Grove, Thornton Road, 14743, and it's about 4 miles west of I-5 at exit 493.
And this is a place. I think you're going to look forward to coming out here and having lunch or dinner, even if you're not coming out in the boat. Especially you guys that are out in the Sacramento area, you can come down if you don't already know about Giusti's. But give us your hours to start with.
Well, we are open every day for lunch and dinner. Lunch is 11 to 2. Dinner is 5 to 9, and we open at 4 o'clock on Sundays. And we are closed on Mondays unless it's a 3-day weekend. So like Labor Day weekend coming up, we'll be open Monday, closed Tuesday.
Okay.
And we also have 250 feet of dock for people to use use the facilities.
It's boat accessible. And how about, you've got a good website. How do they get to your website?
You go to Giustis.com. Giustis is spelled Giustis.
Okay.
A lot of people have trouble
Well,
spelling
they'll find it. And last but not least, let's talk about your style of cuisine here. And usually when I'm on the Delta, we don't talk about cuisine. We talk about what kind of hamburger do you have. But again, guys, this might be a little bit of an upgrade from some of the Delta places we talk to, and it's a place that, man, I'm looking forward to having lunch out here. It's been a while since I've been out here. I know my dad and I used to fish for shad down here when people used to bump. That's been a few years ago. And
I can tell you some stories about the shad fishermen. I mean, they used to bump them, and 300 or 400 fish a night was nothing.
Oh yeah, and been through the wars here, and I remember us stopping in. My dad would maybe grab a cool drink. You got a bar here too, right?
We have a full bar.
Full bar. My dad would grab a cool drink, and I'd have a hamburger or something, and I have great memories of this place, and I can't wait to have lunch here, and I know we're going to come back and have dinner shortly. But talk about your style of cuisine and what somebody needs to order when they come out here.
Well, our cuisine is kind of very laid back, very casual. It's family style.
Is it clothing optional, or?
Well, we want you to have something.
Okay, you got to wear clothes.
You got to have
not
something
like some of the places.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But our lunch changes. The menu changes every day, but there's certain items that we have every day. You can always get fresh fish, salmon. We do
not out of the river.
Not out of the river.
Oh, it's fresh from the ocean.
Fresh Atlantic salmon. We do a chicken Caesar salad every day. We have our pastas every day. Today, for example, is a pork chop day, our veal cutlet day. We have eggplant parmesan, and the lunches come with either our minestrone soup or our salad, and complimentary house wine comes with the lunch also.
Great. Well, you know what? That's about, I think, what everybody needs to know. And we better turn the camera off and say goodbye. And I'm sure there's going to be boat motors flying up here in just a few minutes. So, guys, make sure you get out if you're fishing the North Delta. Try Giusti's. Talk to Mark. He seems like a really nice guy. Just met him, but feel like family already. So, don't order the catfish and stick to the
no catfish
the farm
today.
stuff. Yeah, okay. Mark, thank you very much.
All right, Steve.
All righty. All right, let's get into this week's report, and I'm going to right off the bat tell you that this is going to be a little different report than what you're used to, and it's because I haven't been able to get out this week, and it was due to what I'm going to call a fishing illness. We're going to get into that, and I've got some important information for you guys that will maybe not help you to catch more fish, but it's going to help you to stay out on the water. You don't want to do what I did in the last few weeks. So anyhow, getting back to Giusti's, hey, I had lunch there. It was excellent. You guys have got to get out there and try their lunch or dinner. I can't wait to get back for the dinner out there. And I think a day or two after I talked with Mark, Giusti's was awarded the Sacramento County Small Business of the Year Award. So it's a place you guys, whether you're out there fishing, get there by boat, get there by car, drop in a helicopter, however you get out there, you got to try Giusti's. It's a lot of fun. Okay, let's get into the report. And as I said, I wasn't out, so I don't have a report this week for you, but I do have some good information. Let's start with what the reports that I've gotten from all my subscribers and the shops. Basically, it's same old, same old. This week we're pulling in Haps bait in Rio Vista. They're going to be kind of one of our go-to people for striper. And I got a report from Haps this week. They're starting to see salmon come through, and they are picking up more and more stripers. They're selling a lot of bait. The bigger stripers seem to be coming on bait on the Sacramento side, and they've had fish weighed in up to 20 pounds. Now, I know the shops around town have been talking about a lot of the largemouth bass guys have been getting stripers, so they're starting to come in. I'm expecting Captain Jeff Soo Hoo from Soo Hoo Sportfishing will be off the ocean and on the Delta fishing for stripers, so I'll be getting his input pretty soon. But keep that in mind, and the stripers are right around the corner. As far as the bass report goes, it's been so-so. I don't think a whole lot has changed out there. I haven't been out there. I know the reports from the shops and everyone that's been corresponding with me, they're catching fish. It's just not on a fast pace. I know there is a bite, a frog bite going on. It seems like a lot of guys are saying they're catching back on frogs now. I was catching them on buzz baits early in the morning, late in the evening, and a lot of guys are punching. But other than that, everybody is just all over the place, whether they're throwing crankbaits or whatever. So I really don't have a great largemouth bass report for you, but I want to tell you what happened to me and why I think what happened to me happened. And it had to do with me having a stomach virus, which I had for about a week, and it was not fun. It was bloating, muscle cramps, diarrhea, the whole 9 yards, nausea, and it was not fun. It kept me off the water. I started doing some research and talked to the doctors. I didn't actually go in. This is not a diagnosis from a doctor, but I believe what I had was blue-green algae poisoning out on the Delta. And I want to let everyone know, in the last week I've done a lot of research, and the blue-green algae is out there. It's been reported all over the Delta, from obviously Discovery Bay and downtown Stockton are hot spots, but it's reported all over the Delta. So if you're fishing the Delta, you're probably coming in contact with the blue-green algae, and it's nasty stuff. And here's the simple fact of the matter. You can't really decipher just this regular green algae from the blue-green algae. You just want to stay away from it. I've got a couple of shots from that did make the video that I put up last week that was entitled Heartbreak on the Delta. And these were some shots that I took after dark. And it's kind of going to document what an idiot I have been. The first one I'll put up is just what happened while I was having dinner. Let me show you that real quick. I'm gonna eat my cold chicken. It's probably gonna taste a little bit like fish, but there you go. I've got my chicken dinner that I eaten with my hands after touching fish and not washing my hands. I wasn't washing my hands. I was not taking precautions to make sure I was sanitary when I was eating. That's a big mistake. Also, here I am tying on lures with braided line after my line had been in the water. Not good. Guys, don't do that. You don't want to get sick. And this is the time of year that the blue-green algae really starts coming around out there. One of the things that really kind of bulks this up is when they have the fertilizers and pesticides from the farming land get into the water, sunlight, hot water. It's just a bad situation out there. So I want to let everyone know, be real careful when you're out there. Make sure you're washing your hands. Don't tie your knots with your teeth, or put the line in your mouth if you're going to eat something. And I constantly eat. I've been stupid about this. I'm constantly catching fish. Yeah, some of them are small, some of them are big, but I'm catching fish. And sometimes I have a rag where I wash my hands up, but I'll grab a handful of nuts, or I'll grab a piece of fruit or something, and I'll eat it. I'm not going to be doing that anymore. So here's another little kind of public service announcement I'll do. For those of you who own a boat and have a boat trailer and do not have a boarding ladder or for your trailer, a boarding ladder for the boat from the trailer when you're putting it in and out of the water, check out the video that I'm going to be putting out right after I upload this one, and it's called the trick step, and it is a boarding ladder system with a handhold. I've got one on my boat now. I got a couple weeks ago. I've been using it. If you don't have one, make sure that you check out the trick step. I'm really impressed with the quality of it, and it just makes it so much easier getting on and off the boat. I think it's probably, for me, going to keep me from taking a nasty spill. If you guys are like I am, maybe running around a little bit faster than you should at the launch ramp, or out there in the dark, you're out there alone a lot of times, whatever, make sure you have something to get on and off that trailer onto the boat and back off of the boat when you're loading it. So with that, guys, next week I'm going to be back in action. I'll start fishing. I'll have some bass information for you, and sorry I didn't get out this week, but I'll tell you what, don't mess with that blue-green algae. It will put you flat on your back. Hey, with that, see you guys next week. Hope you keep watching, and I might even see you on the river next week. Bye-bye.